Yeah, what's happening everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Ranj and I hope you're all doing very well. Let's start the video with a quick recap from last week. So in last week's video, I gave you a quick glimpse as to what the S3 is currently looking like and what the future plans are with the S3. Then we swiftly moved on to the TTRS. We pretty much completed the rear end. We installed the rear headlights, we installed the rear bumper, and I also gave you a quick cheeky glimpse of the first car. I also showed you a couple of the aesthetic changes that I made, such as installing the gloss black mirror caps to match the rear diffuser, installing the dynamic indicators which I have on my S3 and also which go really well with the rear tail lights, and then lastly I gave you a quick glimpse of the new TTRS wheel colour. So now that you know that the rear is done and pretty much complete, we're going to take you to the front of the car today. So let's get started and let's get into it. So another day, another issue. Hopefully you can tell that this video has basically been recorded on different days. Before I start assembling the front end and we get that engine started, I need to figure out how to essentially straighten out these, where, you know, the chassis, essentially where the crash bar mounts onto. The top's fine, but as you can see at the bottom here, and I'll show you at the side, on a side angle, it's bent in from the bottom. On the left hand side, so the driver's side, it's not that bad, but on the right hand side of the passenger side at the bottom, it's a lot more prominent. I'm gonna head out in a second. I want to show you something. I bought this. I bought this jig. I've bought so much. I tried everything. I probably spent about 80 quid. Nothing worked apart from this Amazon Basics hook. I've been heating it. Alicia's been pulling. I kid you not, it's actually straight. I literally saw it with my own eyes straighten out. I literally did. Finally, we have everything needed to get the TTRS back up and running. Intercooler, front little rad pack casing, slam pack, whatever you want to refer to it as. We've got the new fans, we've got the new hoses that we're going to remove. Look at these nasty ones here, God. And then we've got a new radiator too. So let's start getting it all on. Basically, there's no time like tomorrow. So step one, let's get these fans in place. So how it works is fans, then radiator, then AC condenser. Where's the plugs? Oh, the plugs here for the fans. Blade. Right, the fans go to the back, so that means I need to let's get these fans in place. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna go like this. Right, that's on now. Let's just get these boost hoses off. Okay, surely that's gonna come loose. There we go. Look how horrible that is. Disgusting, that. So, in taking that off, I've just basically snapped something there. I think it should be okay if I'm honest. Right, what I'm going to do now is get this radiator unboxed. Okay, so I double checked from my last video and I'm right, it was, this goes next. Look at that, brand new radiator. Let's be careful with this bad boy. Let's actually place this box down so I can just pop it there for a sec. So I've just taken these little caps and stuff off. So now I need to figure out which way it goes. Pop it there very, very quickly. Move this condenser out of the way completely. I've got the right side in. You can see I've got the right side in. Now I need to get the left side in. That's funny. That's just connected itself. So you can see here, I've now got to basically get that pipe all the way on. Right, let me go get my little plier for this kind of stuff. There we go. That's nice and tight. It's got to be this way. Let's give you a very quick recap. So the brand new radiator is on, looks awesome. I've connected the hoses to the radiator, these two here, and on this side
here. A lot easier on this side. It's just a little bit more clear as to how that pin goes in, I'm not going to lie. Now I'm going to get the AC condenser connected to the radiator, and then we are going to get the slam pack on and I think go from there really. Right, okay, let's get this condenser on, because I think I've done everything else now, and that goes into the slam pan. So I got the condenser on. That was relatively hard, especially on that side, and I think it's just because of the movement, so a little bit of hammering technique. Sorry I didn't show that just because the battery died, but yeah, everything's basically all sandwiched together now. Now it's time to get this slam panel casing on. So I think the aim here is going to be to lift all this up, and then yeah, without damaging anything too. I can feel it. And then that, let me just, there's that. Oh, it's really difficult. Never mind. Not a lot now. Get there. Right, sorry, I know you can't see what I've just done, but look, I managed to get that in. So now I need to get that side in, and it looks a bit problematic. I just need to get it to clip, and then I'm done. I'm going to call it a day. I've done quite a lot in the space of 2 hours, and this goes to show when you've got the right parts, you've got everything that you need, you can get stuff done very easily. If something's missing, as small as a clamp, as small as a bush, anything like that, it really does just turn everything upside down. So I'm going to give it a 360 and give the TTRS a quick reveal. It's not complete, but I'm going to get started on it tomorrow. I'm going to finish off the auxiliary radiators, but yeah, let me show you first. It looks absolutely awesome. So that's a new radiator, same AC condenser, new crash bar, new slam pack. The mating surface where the crash bar basically mates with the chassis was bent at the bottom slightly. I don't know if you can see, but I've actually put like a little spacer, a washer in there, and it's actually done the trick. So because I thought, you know what, I don't want this to bend to that, because that doesn't really make sense. You know, I'm not going to do that, it's just silly. Everything's looking good so far. So what I've got here is the complete radiator. The only thing that's missing is the front air duct. So I got this off a TTRS 8S that was crash damaged, really good condition, the actual radiator itself. So it must have come off a pretty new one, and even the brackets and everything look pretty decent in my opinion. So yeah, this one came complete. I have bought a front air duct. This one, so what I didn't know is that the actual radiators themselves are quite common, so they can be found on like the Audi RS4 B8, some Audi RS6 models. They're quite common, put it that way. The annoying thing is the air ducts, the brackets and all that, they have to be quite specific to the Audi TT RS8S. So I've had to buy all that. So let's lift the covers up. Yeah. What I want to do is just pop it on. That needs to be put on first. Where it needs to be and go on. So, and then that'll basically leave. Now let me get that tied up, it's going to be fucking annoying, innit? Need one for the back as well. If I can write this one of these. So this, essentially, once I get rid of this, this is how this will kind of attach up, I think. So, just bad news, that wasn't even recording. I put this on the wrong way around, try to take it off and snap the top on both pieces. So that's just really annoyed me because it was so expensive. So I think I'm right. I need to undo that and then pop that here. Got it. A bit too much. Then I really wanted to show was me re-wrapping the wires, because whatever happened, for some reason a lot of the wires were unprotected.
So the passenger side auxiliary radiator is complete. Hoses, bushes, everything, front, rear air duct. And on this side, everything's also complete. The only thing I need to do is figure out what I'm going to do about the front air duct, which I sadly broke. But one thing I will say is, I know I didn't take you through exactly how to put all this together, but it was the same as the passenger side in terms of, you know, where things need bolting up. So 2 bolts there, 1 behind there, although the one behind here was really tricky. It's like up there. I don't know if you can see it, but it was really hard to get my hand through. The bolts on this side are bigger, so this side uses M8 and on that side it uses M6, so you'll need 3 M8 bolts for this side and 3 M6 for the passenger side. No idea why it's like that, but putting this all together was really straightforward.
So let me give you a quick recap. Things are looking really good. So I've managed to get the brackets on for where the horns essentially sit. I just need a bolt on there. I don't know what bolts I need to get for them. They're like 7x16. Bolted on this side. We've got 2 loose cables here. We've got 3 loose cables on that side. I'm going to be reattaching the coolant tank reservoir, so we're going to quickly do that and then we are going to call it a day, and then hopefully in the next video the engine will be started. I might have one last go at trying to get the airbag out. Really good grip, so you can see there I'm trying to pull it. Oh, here we go. I've not burst it or anything like that, which is good.
I wasn't going to take this out of the coolant tank reservoir. My brother said to do it, and I've seen a lot of people do it anyway, but I hope I've made the right choice by doing that.
What would be smart, if I was smart, what I would do is if so. In. Right, let me show you what I've just done. Coolant tank reservoir in, connected, hose on there. The hardest one was that one there. This one here. That was a right bitch to get in, but I've managed to do it.
So I genuinely hope you enjoyed that video. Like you can see, massive progress from what it actually used to look like. So from when I actually got the car, there was pretty much no front end. The fans were damaged, the radiator was damaged, there was no auxiliary radiators, there was so much missing that, you know, the slam pack was all damaged. So don't worry, I'm going to be showing you the first start really soon. However, in next week's video I'm going to be showing you all the progress I made with the coolant, because as you know, I had to essentially take the coolant tank reservoir out. So that means I'm going to have to essentially fill up the coolant again. I'm also going to be taking you through the install of my new intercooler, and very lastly we're going to be dropping the oil. But as you know, the TTRS is pretty much complete, and I'm just basically now releasing and editing of the backlog of content I've got. So let me give you a quick teaser and a quick snippet of what happened when I changed the oil, which you're going to see in full next week. Until next time, take it easy. Peace. Damn.
Wow, I think we've got oil on our floor, guys. I've literally got an empty yogurt pot under that car right now catching oil.
Yeah, there's oil that's spilled all over the floor.